Hello, we're here. We're doing Dragon Heist tonight instead of IMAG's Tale, cause of reasons.
Reasons and things and reasons.
Yeah, reasons and things. Avalar couldn't
People
make it,
died.
so we decided to just,
Oh,
do the Waterdeep thing like we do whenever we can't play IMAG's Tale. But welcome to the stream.
Yes, welcome.
Don't know. We're Homebrew Cafe and stuff. We do D&D on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights. Generally, 3 different campaigns. This week it'll only be 2, like I said. And yeah, I'm the DM.
He's the DM.
I'm the DM. What are we ready for the recap?
If Corgi is ready, yes.
If Corgi is ready, I'm not sure.
I swallowed my food.
Unless we have other announcements. Does anybody have any other announcements?
No, I don't think so. Tonight's Waterdeep. Tomorrow night's Waterdeep. Friday night should be Curse of Strahd, unless something unforeseen happens. And that's it.
That's it. Awesome.
All right. Okay. Recap. It's a short one. First things first. They speak with all the other shops in Trollskull Alley about the idea of a block party. Most of their neighbors are delighted with the idea, except the owner of the bookshop, Vincent, who is not at all fond of the idea. He is not interested in going, not interested at all in going to Froon's shop with Sora. Gorbert and Phoebe go to the Font of Knowledge to collect their reward for the incident with the Grell. Speaking with Bastion, they learn that Terran has knowledge of interplanar studies, so they decide to go to visit the House of Wonder to ask him about the Grell. He tells them that they are from other planes, but also commonly from the Underdark. He then tells them that a creature of the Underdark named Xanathar exists within the city. The gang are his followers and they have been summoning creatures a lot more over the last month. They then ask him about the necromancer. He says that he doesn't know, but he will look into it. On to the market district, they go to look for the performers for the block party and speak with a knife juggler named Brecken. He tells them that Molly Watsu, a lute player, and he will come if they give them 80 gold pieces right then. This sounds fishy, so they decide to go to Good Song Talent Agency. Inside, they find a male halfling with a short mohawk, Brishar Goodsong. He offers them entertainment for 60 gold pieces. With their tasks done, they head back to Trollskull Manor. Meanwhile, Sora has left Froon's and is spending time staking out the Ambermore mansion again until she also finds her way back to the manor to sleep. That's it.
Awesome. I'm looking for the...
Hey Dom, how you doing, buddy?
So, you guys have approximately 2 weeks since you guys finished getting your everything set up for the party. You have about 2 weeks between now and the party. You have to pay the pay Volo 3,000 gold. But other than that, you should be set up. What you have 2 weeks though. What would you like to do for those 2 weeks?
Ed has the money to pay Volo.
I'm not giving Volo a cent.
For the party?
Maybe we could interest him in taking an old piece of furniture off our hands or something.
Maybe he could take your bed, and then you could sleep on the floor.
Probably be just as comfortable. All right. I'll pay Volo. Whatever.
Twist my arm, he says. That was a lot of convincing you did there.
I did my rolls for making my facial products for the goodie bags at the end of last session. And let's see what it was. I forget. Oh yeah, I decided that in order to make 100 of them, I'm going to take one. I only made 26 and I did 100. So I'm going to take each one and I'm going to split it into basically a dab. A finger, like a little tiny dab, so people can test it.
So you're just gonna take the 25 that you made and just cut it into 100 portions. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Right. Okay.
Like the card. They sprayed the perfume on it. Here you go. Take this card.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, a less than a toothpaste amount. Like that
That's
you put
awesome.
on your brush. It's just
Just like
enough.
enough to put on you to make sure you're not allergic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's awesome.
it'll hide a mole. Like, like if you put it on a bowl and be like, oh, look, my mole disappeared. Just that one mole, though. That's it.
That is awesome.
And it may or may
We're good.
not.
We're good,
match.
Dom. How are you, man? We're good.
All right. You split up your stuff and start collecting your items for the goodie bags. You each want to put it in something, or
I don't think
I
Sora
put in
actually
something.
has anything that people want. I got some creepy stuff, but not enough for bags. I got a beard. I can put some hair in each one.
That
Oh my
sounds
god.
awkward and weird.
Sounds par though.
But you think that baby's the weird one.
I don't really.
I don't know what
think
the
it's
epic
more
adventure
normal.
is today, Dom. We're getting ready for a party.
Yeah.
So
So Phoebe, you spend your time making the stuff, right?
Yep.
You did 14 days worth of making the
Yep.
skin cream. All right,
Mhm.
so you're all set. Sora, do you have anything you'd like to do over the next 2 weeks?
2 weeks worth of time. That's a long time. Definitely want to finish my books. Because
Okay.
I have the 2 books, and then
You
which
should be able to
is
do that.
not. Yeah, very easily. Because one has like 4 hours or something like that. I can look. Yeah, I need 5 hours for the one that I took from. What's his name? I did not put the name of the book next to it. And then I bought a book, didn't I?
Pints and waffles, yes. Yes, you
Yeah.
bought a book about medical herbs.
Why didn't I write that down? Oh, there it is. Yes,
I'm
the
looking.
Balden's Guide to Medicinal Herbs. There it is. Okay,
Right.
but you never
so,
said how many hours I need for that
it's also 20.
to finish. Also 20, which I got 0 into.
Right. So,
So-
the first one is called what?
I
Or-
don't know.
It was the one from your house, right?
No, this is the one from the maze.
Oh. This is
I
a book-
took
oh,
it
Oh.
off of
right.
Farah.
Fizz.
Fizz,
Fizz.
yes.
Yeah.
Wrong campaign.
Oh, okay. So this is from a house in
I never got a description of it. I just
right.
knew it was a
So
plant
okay,
book.
he found it in a house in outside of Stroudwind. So all right, this is a I need a list. I should have known this was coming. Do I have a list? So go ahead and roll a intelligence check.
18. Thank you.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now I need to go into. I seem to have lost my lists. Is par for the course. Oh no, there they are.
I was actually freaking out for a second because nobody was moving. And there was no sound. I'm like, did everything freeze? Did my computer just die?
Okay, so, you learn from this book. This is the
Which one?
The one, your first one. That was the book you were already reading.
Okay.
So you learn. Looking for more of these. You learn that a list of 6. Here, I'll just. No, that's not gonna work. Well, you learn a bunch of new things that you would be able to find. I'll send you a list in a moment.
Okay.
Or later. I'll make a note to send a list.
That works.
Of things that you can look for that would make making health potions easier, and you also learn some stuff about a couple of other smaller like buff type potions, you know, like a strength increase or a dex increase, like haste.
Ooh.
Those kinds of things.
Fun.
You can learn how to make those kind of potions as well. Some of the lower level ones. Out of that book. That's basically what it holds. It's, you know, it's a basic herbs and what the herbs could be used for. That kind of a thing. So roll another intelligence check for the second book, because you can finish both.
Well.
All right. This one you learn even more of those things, but this one is more. This one's based mostly around health potions, and it gives you more ingredients that would help, like, make higher level health potions, but specifically health potions.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Cool. So you will get a list of herbs and locations for things that would make a bunch of low level potions and high level health potions. Anything else?
I need a new task, don't I? Let me
No?
ponder on that while you go through Gorbert.
Okay.
How much time would you say I have?
I mean,
Like,
even
left.
in 14 days, if you read, what's that, like 3 or 4
20
hours a
days.
day, it's only, oh yeah, 20 days. So even if you read, like 2 to 3 hours a day at night,
Oh, okay.
you would finish the
Oh.
books in that amount of time.
Fair. Okay. So plenty of time.
Right.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do something else, you very well could.
Okay.
Corbett, what would you like to do?
Well, I should probably work on that thing for the wizard in the tower.
That's a good idea. What are your ideas for such a thing?
So what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to make something magical using my abilities, right? Is that what it was? Is this a test of my magical abilities? Because he really doesn't care about my artificer skills, right?
Right. So it's more, well, it's yeah, it's like make something that I guess represents your magic abilities in one way or another. So I was trying to think of something like the thing that keeps coming to my head is like Phoebe could druid craft a float out of flowers. You know what I mean? You spend a lot of time doing it, right? And it creates this thing. It's kind of like a
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, so I mean, I could do a construct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or some kind of a magic item, but is he really interested in or is he interested more in magical items like my infusions and stuff? That's the question.
Well, I guess
Like-
that's up to you. Yeah, that is the question, really. It is what do you what
Like,
of your magic abilities, what do you think you favor?
He didn't seem real thrilled by Travis, so I don't know if he'd appreciate a construct that much. He's not exactly a member of the Inspired Hands.
That may be. I believe
Make-
you're talking this over with
make-
Leaf.
I can make him a bomb.
Could make a bomb.
Make a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I could make something to enlarge his kobold to the size of Goliath.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, I'll talk this over with Leaf.
yeah, I could do something easy like a scroll or a bag of holding.
I will. If it's something that is you would consider to be of a lower level, then that may not be something that he would
Yeah, you have a
be-
point.
he would think is of great power.
That's true. You have a point.
Looking for something.
Mm-mm.
I forgot what it was. Okay. Dora,
Okay.
you have an idea?
Yes. So there's something specific I want to know about the Ambermore house.
Okay.
Is basically, I don't actually know their names yet. Mr. Ambermore. I want to
Yeah.
know where he like his job. And like
Okay.
where he goes during the day.
Okay.
And then the rest of the time I want to be outside the city, in nature, gathering plants and whatnot. Living my best life.
Nature, gathering plants. Okay. So he is a bookkeeper. And works at a building north of the market up here near the God Catcher. Right about there. That neck of the woods.
Keeper. North of the what?
North of the God Catcher.
North of the
Thank you.
Catcher.
I'm a slow typer.
Ooh, I just thought of what Phoebe's gonna do for her thing. Yay!
That's good. You would probably have a little bit of time to work on that if you would like. I'm sure checking your plants and making your potion doesn't take all of the day.
Okay.
So, yeah, he goes there. He works there for 4 days a week. That's it. They're longer days. The rest of the days he is at the house. You see him moving out. He has an office at the back corner of the of the estate that he spends a lot of time in. His wife leaves on occasion, generally to go to the market, but she's always attended. She has, if not just guards, she also will go with other her friends. And they do a lot of window shopping and stuff. She spends a lot of his money. But he just doesn't leave very often. And you wanted to go out into nature?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, let's see. Roll. Let's roll one nature check. Yeah.
12.
12.
Not bad for rolling a 2.
Righty. That's a D8. Jeez. You find 6 gold of mugwort.
Ooh, a new one.
From your book,
W-E-R-T?
W-U-R-T. From your book, you would know that it is something that you can mix into a health potion to increase its potency. Specifically, if you use because you have to use like 50 gold of the additive to add to your original health potion, right? You make the low one, then you add it and build up.
Okay.
Right. So if you use 50 gold of mugwort, you will roll D6s instead of D4s for that potion.
Nice.
And then we'll go to Phoebe. Did you want to start on your?
Yes.
All right.
Working out changing the spell slot I actually need to do to use that to do what I want to do. But yes, what she wants to do is use the spell Speak with Animals and work at creating a repertoire with the local birds and so that she can summon them at her command and they can spy for her and watch over everything.
Okay. Roll a roll a nature check.
Okay. Natural 20. Boom.
Noise.
That's so good. Okay. Okay. So you walk around for a while. You end up finding like a small group of trees in the Sea Ward, at this like small little park, and in the tree you find like a small like group of birds, and you just sit underneath them, and you just start to like try to talk to them as best you can. And it takes not too long, but a little bit of time of coaxing, and after you get like one or two to start to like really trust you, it doesn't take long before you have like a whole bunch of birds that are like, this person's fine, nice to be around.
Yeah, wait till you get to know her.
Well, they've never met a fawn. Like
I could have done the same thing with a handful of bird seed.
They haven't met like a beautiful fawn satyr like me before.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to use because using my druid magic and being very druid, but also being very Phoebe in the fact that she's going to use this information to like blackmail people. Yep.
Blackmail, you say?
For the bourgeoisie.
Alrighty. Gorbert.
Yes.
Have you come up with an idea?
I'm thinking that every morning for 2 weeks I'm gonna come downstairs with a pile of stuff and throw it in front of Leaf, and what do you think of this? And I'll hold up like night vision goggles.
What do you think of this? This good? No.
Like it's night vision goggles, but he isn't gonna give them to Sora.
I'm sure they work fantastic.
Oh, you're right. That's a horrible idea. Oh, I'll come up with something else.
I'll go back upstairs and work on something. I'll come back downstairs the next day with a candle with continual flame cast on it.
How about this? Look, you can't put it out. It won't. It stays lit forever. It's like a ever-burning candle. It doesn't throw any heat. Look, you can stick your hand right in it. Doesn't do anything. Just cast light. That's pretty cool, right?
Yes. Although, isn't light a cantrip?
No, this is continual flame. Light only lasts for a little while. This lasts forever. This will never go out, and it doesn't need oxygen. It's like a illusion. It's not really a flame. It just looks like a flame that casts light. Oh, you're right. It's a horrible idea.
Roll a persuasion check.
$19.
All of these things are very good, but I think what he wants is something special from you. Maybe you should invent something. Some sort of device that may do something spectacular.
Spectacular, you say? All right, I got a few more days. I'm gonna go try and think of something.
All right.
Go upstairs and talk to Key Boss's head.
Boss, I don't know what to do, buddy. This is gonna be a tough one. Be good. Whatever it is, it's gotta be good.
Yeah. Okay, so who's next? Sora, back to you.
Okay.
So you are still out looking for stuff in the woods. Roll another nature check.
Heck yeah. Wrong page. 20.
Oh, very good.
Dirty.
I need my other D10. There it is. That's not fair. All right, you find 22 gold worth of. Where's my list? Oh, okay. So you're heading out through the woods outside of Waterdeep, heading north actually. When you start to get quite a ways away, and the water gets the ground starts to get a little swampy, and you get attacked by a small snake. Jumps out of the ground at you. You catch it and
Legit.
Squeeze it out. Kill it and get the venom from it. So you get some snake venom.
Ooh.
You get 22 gold of snake venom.
That's cool.
Which you believe would cause paralysis.
I can't spell paralysis.
E-A-R-A analysis.
Close enough.
All right. Phoebe.
Yes.
Roll another nature check, please.
Let me- Okay. Come on, another 20. Oh, okay. 17.
You rolled another 20. You would have just had birds following you all the time. Just all the time. There's like a flock
Like
of birds.
Snow
that
White.
just all the time there's birds.
Did you ever watch Legends of Korra?
No.
Oh, there's a character Milo. He's a child, and he has all the flying lemurs. Like he has like 100 of them that he has like at his perfect command to do whatever he wants. Because he's like a master animal handler. So that's what I pictured the second he said that.
So heading down, you head down around near where the City of the Dead is, because you saw a bunch of birds down there before. So you wanted to go talk to some other birds, get a couple different flocks in line. This is like a group of ravens that don't really want to pay attention, but you are very persistent. And
As Phoebe is.
Yeah. As Phoebe is. And after a little while, they start to be okay around you, and they seem to come to your call. It's a very successful day.
Good birdies.
Good birdie.
All right, Gorbert.
I don't know, Key Boss. This is a tough one. It's a tough one, buddy. Something special.
I don't remember that voice. I wish I remembered her voice. I don't.
Who? Key bosses?
No. I know Hubas's voice. Hubas.
Key boss.
What about a pair of goggles that allows you to see secret entrances, hidden doorways? Is that a good idea? Why am I asking you? You're just ahead. I can make him a bomb.
Let's see. So you start heading around.
I can make him a construct butler to replace that mean old kobold.
Watch, that cobalt's gonna go all Karina if you give him a bomb. Like from Guardians of the Galaxy. Just like blow everything up.
So you, I don't know. I mean, I have ideas.
I have tons of ideas, but
it could be anything, even something like not in line with the game. You know me, I'm a little wishy-washy.
oh yeah. No, I know that.
So, I mean, I keep thinking of things like if you wanted to do something where, like, you can make like an Eldritch Cannon thing that comes from the Nipper Stick. Something that's like inspired by the Nipper Stick, but has like the Eldritch Cannon at the end of it, or something weird.
That would be a horrifying little creature. Even more horrifying than it already is. It bites you and then Eldritch Cannons you at point blank range.
Well, okay, so the Eldritch Cannon, can either be a flamethrower, right? Or it can radiate healing, right? So
Right.
do you make it so that it bites and hurts you and then heals you?
Oh, it's like
It's
cleric rogue
it's like the
cat.
rogue cleric, yeah, cleric rogue
Yeah.
cat.
No, it'd be great because let's say it does like 1d4 damage, but if it does like 1d8, you have a potential to gain a little bit more, but there's also the possibility that you'll lose some.
That's it.
But you could do something like that. Or anything.
It's like wild magic roll to see whether it damages or heals.
Yeah.
I want to do. I want to do something. I want to do something that would that he would like, that would benefit him. But I don't know. There's so many things. There's so much magic in the world.
Yeah. That's the thing about magic is you can really do anything. If you know how you want to manipulate the magic to do whatever it is you want.
Right, exactly, right. Yeah.
But basically the idea is you have a idea that you want to create. You're gonna roll some checks against it. the better you roll, the better your outcome is on your item. And then he'll
I'll be right back, guys.
give you some checks based on what you do, how you do. In the meantime, Sora, you have another nature check you can make.
Please, thank you. $14. Okay. Come on. I have a plus 10 and I haven't gone above a 20, which means I haven't rolled higher than a 10 in 3 rolls.
That's pretty funny.
Like here I'm expecting like, oh yeah, I should be hitting, 30.
If I roll the same
for
thing,
max.
if I roll the same thing on this D10 roll again, I will be amazed. I've rolled the exact same thing each time. Okay, it's not the same. On a percentile dice, I did the same roll twice. That's pretty
Oh, wow.
crass. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like you guys didn't see it, but that doesn't matter. All right, so this one, and you said 14, right?
24. No, 14.
So this is, you found you didn't find any cool flowers or anything, but this time you found like a blue beetle, but it has like red wings when you pull the back of it open. You caught it pretty quick and have ripped its head off. But the body, you have the body that's still intact. It's a blue beetle with red wings. You don't know what it'll do, but you did find it.
Question: does it have a gold value, or is it just a body of a blue beetle?
Yeah, 52 gold.
Cool.
One moment, please.
This is tough.
Can a dispenser waterlog a stair? In Bedrock.
Oh, that one I don't know.
I don't know.
My son's trying to get his tub to fill up, and he can't get it.
That's a good question. I don't know if it can. I don't think I've ever tried that. I know water mechanics are really weird like that. Dom might know. Dom's a redstone genius.
He might be able to go test it while we sit here. I can't do it, but that's what they wanted me to do.
That's a good question. I've never tried it.
Is Phoebe back?
No.
Okay. Have you given more thought? Or do you have something else you'd like to work on? Or do?
I'll take a break from this infusion, and I will go over and work on the irrigation system for Phoebe's plants.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, Dom, in Bedrock, will a dispenser waterlog a stair? This is Bully's son really needs to know.
Mm-hmm. So, Ed, you can roll a tinkering tools check.
Okay. Nat 1, 9.
Okay. Okay. Also roll a nature check.
One nat 20, 24.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you get the hydroponics set up, right? You know, you did some reading, you did some research, you looked into it. You know exactly how it's supposed to work. But it leaks everywhere. It is just water is running all over the place. It's just not working at all.
How my whole week's been going.
You just nat 1 then nat 20 back to back. That's funny.
I hate to interrupt. I gotta go, guys.
Okay.
Okay, Cork.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Come on, Sora, let's go through her stuff while she's not here.
Yeah, raid the room.
All
Finds
right.
luck.
Okay. So yeah, it's the water. You get the water stopped before it ruins all of the nice new everything in the tavern. Half a week before the party. But did Corey just pass out? No. She just had to go. Let's see. So we are leading up to the party. I really don't want to do the party without Corky.
Mm-mm.
To be fair.
I agree.
There's a lot of story there. And with the note taker being gone, that would draw a lot of problems. But anyway, do you guys what else would you like to do? You guys could go somewhere looking for something.
I was about to say, like, I could go steal that handkerchief, or Gorbrid and I could go do a short battle quest.
Sure.
Make some extra coin, get some extra XP.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because personally, I don't want to do the party without Phoebe. So.
Well, okay, so are you planning on doing the handkerchief by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to go do that, I will stay here and
Try to fix this stupid irrigation system.
You can do
Maybe,
whatever you wanna
maybe I should help. Well, you.
No,
all the
I
knowledge
got
that
it.
I
I
need.
got it. You just go do whatever you're gonna do. I got it.
Level up time.
That's true.
Let's grind
you
it
don't
out.
need knowledge. You know exactly how to build it.
Don't touch nothing.
They all just leveled up like last week, like 2 weeks ago.
From RP experience.
Yeah. All right. So, what would you like to do to go get your
Okay.
or to attempt to get it?
Here's my plan. So, help me picture this world a little bit, like the time era. Like, I kind of like picture this man walking around in a suit, going to
Mhm.
work.
Yep.
You know, So he has like a
he's got like a
little pocket
yes.
handkerchief, you know, in the corner, you know, in his front little peck pocket. So he's my target. If I'm picturing him properly.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So I want to go to
He
this
may have
bookstore.
that. Go ahead. You're gonna go to where?
Because you said he's a book.
A bookkeeper. Yep.
Bookkeeper.
North of the God Catcher.
Yep. So like somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right here. Okay. So I just want to go to this because it's a bookstore, right? That's what I'm assuming. That's what a bookkeeper is.
No.
Oh, what is a bookkeeper?
He like
Apparently, I don't know what this is.
he like keeps track of the money of like a tax
Oh.
guy.
That makes so much more sense why they're rich. I was very confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is a really good library. I need to go to it. Because this dude is super rich.
Okay.
Okay.
He does wear a nicer suit to work. Yes.
Okay. So
he takes a cart there each morning and a cart back each night.
So I want to try to play it like this. So I want to wait for him like to walk out of the building and like walk up to him like sobbing.
Okay.
And
All right.
try
So,
to garner sympathy from him.
Okay. So you wait around outside of his office. The office is called it doesn't really have a name. It's just Ambermore's tax and law. Or something like that. And side quests help Gorbert find all the leaks. And Dora would come back with a vegetable.
That was a good one.
Okay, so outside, it's a very kind of dark building, but it's very nice looking. You see while you're waiting outside, roll a perception check.
"22."
22. Okay. So standing outside, you see a few people come and go from his establishment. You see roll a stealth check as well. I am assuming you're not just like standing out front waiting for him, or is that what you're doing?
Yes, but no. Yes, in a secretive manner.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm kind of like in the shadow waiting for him to come out, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
give the theatrics.
Gotcha. Okay.
16
so,
for stealth.
All right. So while you are out, okay. While you are out, you see a. Where is the list of the people and what they're doing? Okay. You see... Sorry, I'm trying to find the person. I'm trying so I don't have it wrong. Okay. So one of the people that you see stop by, they get out of a cart together, is a dark-haired woman. Where? Okay. Yeah, it's a dark-haired woman. She's very well dressed, and with her is Yagra Stonejaw. Is that her name? Storm Fist? Can't remember her name. Yagra.
Yargra.
Yeah, the Stone Fist. Yagra Stone Fist. I knew it was close. The same person who you met with, who gave you the task to get the thing. When you met with Davil and the half-orc woman. So Yagra is there with this dark-haired woman. They go in, they're there for a little while, and they leave. You also see yeah. The problem is you don't know these people. I'm like, you see, the problem is that it's mentioning their name, but it's not mentioning what they look like. And I'm sure I can just make it up, but then I will forget what I made up.
I mean, I'm writing it down, so.
That's true.
Now, hopefully, I can give you the description you gave me, and you can match it with the name I don't know.
Right, yeah.
You could just give me initials, just to make your life easy.
That's true, I could. But I'm not sure that's the thing. You see a number of well-dressed people enter throughout the day, including you see Durnan stop there, the owner of the Yawning Portal. He steps there. You do know him. You see a couple, a very pale-skinned couple. They stop there on like one. It's like you watch for 2 weeks, going there throughout the time watching, and they appear on the same day at the same time each week, right? So it's like each Thursday they stop there at like 9 in the morning. They go in pretty early. It's a couple, a man and a woman that get out. They're wearing like a dark crimson colored clothes, and their coach is a dark red with a gold C on the back of it. You also see a couple of groups of people show up have like purple, that are guarded by people wearing purple with black leather armor. So you'd recognize this as a couple of people who are guarded by the Xanathar Guild of some kind, in one way or another. So they're either members or they are important people to the Xanathar. All right. Gorbert. Roll another Tinker's check to see if you can fix your your thingy.
Hi. 15.
Yay!
Woo.
All right. You get the links all patched.
Nice.
And it goes for a while, and you can see it's filtering through the water, and there is a gentle motion of the water as it passes through. Seems to be doing pretty well. The plants don't die right away. It's good.
And by the way, yes, your dispenser will waterlog a stair.
Oh, so then what's his problem?
I
then?
tested it. I tested it.
You
I
tested
put
it.
I put it directly up against the back of a stair with a button on top of it and a water bucket in it, and it waterlogs the stair from the back.
Okay, then I'm guessing that my son doesn't know how to use redstone. That's what I'm guessing.
He might have the dispenser facing in the wrong direction,
It might be.
or
He's 6,
whatever.
5, almost
Yep.
6. So, you know, it could be
Or he's-
any number of
or he's
things.
using a dropper instead of a dispenser.
Oh, yeah. It could be that too. He doesn't know how to spell, so. He's not super great on the reading thing.
And dropper is much easier to spell.
Well, you don't. You just gotta look for the O face, not the smiley face.
Right.
You're not wrong.
All right. So yeah, it seems to be working fairly well, and the plants are doing well. Anybody have anything left? Or do you don't? You were getting ready to pounce on your guy, right, Sora? So you're waiting for
pounce. I'm not trying to harm him.
Okay. So you're waiting. You're outside of his establishment. And what? That's way too creepy. Way more creepy than I thought it was going to be.
What?
I just tried to change the music to something that's not tavern music. But it's like the one I
To be
picked was
honest, it's so repetitive that I forget that it's there. Like I literally didn't hear it until you mentioned it.
like... It is very repetitive. It disappears pretty quickly. Well, this is a
I feel like
quest.
I'm watching like Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's exciting. All right, this is dramatic. All right. So,
It's weird silence now. I don't like it.
well, can you hear it? Do you have your music turned way down? I have to have it turned.
Maybe.
I have to have it turned down because it controls the sound on the screen. So, but anyway, so you are waiting outside of his establishment on one of the evenings. and his coach pulls up before he leaves. He doesn't step outside before the coach shows up. And the driver gets down. It's his normal driver. Gets down and waits by the door. Not the door to the building, but the door to the coach. And waits for Lord Ambermore to come out. He after a couple of minutes, the door opens and Lord Ambermore comes out. He's talking to another gentleman. They're about the same height. The other gentleman is a bald man with small glasses, and he's wearing like a vest over a nice shirt. They seem to be they're talking in hushed voices. You can't really hear what they're saying at a distance. But they walk down together and they stop on the walk before he enters the coach. The driver opens the door and holds it open, waiting for them to finish their conversation.
And I guess at that point I want to, like, walk at a decent pace, crying.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
A what?
Or a deception check. One of the two.
A deception or what?
Performance.
Deception. 20.
Oh. Okay. So as you okay. So as you pass by, Lord Ambermore stops talking as you get close and looks in your direction and watches you as you walk by. The other man also stops talking. Before he turns to you, says, "Miss, are you okay?"
No, my cat. Let's make some random story here. I can't find. I'm just gonna like a lot of sniffling. Like can't even understand her. Just
oh dear, your cat. Where did he run away? Is he hurt?
Do you have something I can blow my nose with?
And he checks his pockets. No, I don't. Did I give you Lord Ambermore's first name?
No.
Okay. I just didn't know if I did or not.
That's what I just called him, Mr. Ambermore.
You need to find the right page. Leonthorn, do you have one? He instinctually he reaches up to his breast pocket, but then thinks of it again before reaching into a pocket on his like a back pocket, and pulls out a small piece of cloth and hands it to you.
Who is this from?
It is from Lord Ambermore.
Okay. You're gonna make me pickpocket the man? Come on. I'm gonna lean in, kind of stumble. Do the whole bump and pick.
Okay.
Because I know he has something in his front pocket.
All right. So roll a sleight of hand.
Nil, don't fail me now. Swear to God, Nil. Swear to the other gods, Nil. That was a 12.
Okay. So,
Not terrible.
so
I was hoping for.
as you sort of like, you like turn, and as he holds it out to you, you step forward and like grab it and like go in to like hug him, almost to like cry on his shoulder. You're like heaving, sobbing, but he instinctually then like lets go of the piece of cloth and like basically straight arms you, stepping back. Miss, please, this I just take the this, and he bends down to pick it up again and hands it to you. Please, just don't lean on me. Even the driver steps forward a little bit. Miss, I'll have to ask you to go. You're bothering the master.
Fine. So I'll basically give him appreciation for the handkerchief and continue on my way crying.
Okay.
Now actually crying because their plan didn't work.
Nice brownie bits. Would a +2 help? There's a +2 in the system. But I don't think it would have.
I feel like a 16 is the number for most passive perceptions. Especially someone who's intelligent.
Yeah.
Hey, Brownie, thanks for the cheer.
Yep. You have one that
yeah.
I didn't take, and apparently I should have. I thought I didn't take that +2 before, by the way, because I didn't think it would have helped. I didn't realize I was less than 2 away. Otherwise I would have taken it. But I was like, I'm not gonna take a +2 and then have it work. That doesn't make any sense. So yep, you get passed on. If you taking a look at the handkerchief you have, it's a nice handkerchief. It's pretty neat and clean, but it is not monogrammed. Unfortunately, he didn't give you that one.
She's gonna walk away, mumble under her breath. Should flirt with him.
All right. So you guys head back. You have you did 3, right? You did 3 nature checks.
I did, yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. You guys make it back, and it's pretty much time for the party, unless you guys want to go out into the wilderness and fight a thing. Want to fight a thing?
I say we go fight a thing.
We can fight a thing.
I'll fight a thing.
What's the other alternative? That we hold off until Corgi?
Yeah, you can also do that.
Laura wants to go fight a thing. We can go fight a thing.
Hold on, let me just find me my monster manual.
She's angry at herself. We could just go to the Yawning Portal. Bound to be a fight there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's bound to be something climbing up out of the hole over there.
That's a good place. You should go to the Yawning Portal. All right, we'll head over to the Yawning Portal. Wherever that map may be. It's right there on top. Where are you guys?
Probably at home.
There you go. It's still set up, strangely. Alright, so we'll take out Davil, we'll take out Yagra. They're not there. Bolo's around, probably. Bonnie's here. Min's here. Norna doesn't have a thing. Does she have a thing? Where's Norna? Oh, Norna was Bonnie, actually.
We need to get her a token because she's an established character in multiple campaigns.
She does kind of need a token and a character sheet, probably. Wouldn't be terrible. So you head over. So you guys want to fight a pterodon? Is that what you need?
What?
Say what?
All right. Out of
Insert
the
SpongeBob
yawning,
meme.
out of the yawning portal comes a Tarask. No.
I'm gonna head out.
I think that's enough for me. Right. Trying to think of something that would come out of the underdog. All right. You guys head to the Yawning Portal. There's a bunch of people here, as is the norm on one of the nights that you guys head over. It's... You guys go over late in the evening, looking to see what has the town up in above. See what people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Do I know what I'm saying? You guys head into the bar. There's tons of people here to see. Some of the people who stopped at what's his face? His place that you went to, Sora, the Ambermores. Some of the people that stopped there, you actually see around. Some of the people in the purple armor. You see them around. They are now guarding somebody different, though. Where is that sheet that I had? Oh, this is not the right book. That's why it's not in there.
Zentrum are the purple, right?
Yep. No.
Xanathar are purple.
Xanathar purple.
You'll get it one of these days.
One of these days.
Well, I have written down under allies Zentrum, not Xanathar.
Right.
So Xanathar, purple.
You see a table of lizard folk and maybe some dragonborn. There are tables of different people. You have a table with there's like a Goliath and a couple of other fighter looking people, some people in armor. There are people standing around and there's too much real room for folks. You guys head around to the far side to stand next to the entrance that leads up from the tunnel below. As you guys are looking for a little bit of a fight. Let's see. From out of the Yawning Portal. Oh, I should see what I have for tokens, right? That's it's probably the smarter idea. Oh, that's not it.
The Yawning Portal crawls 2 kobolds,
2 kobolds.
and one of them has a limp.
All right, a golden dragon.
A golden dragon.
um, They give you all kinds of stuff in here.
Where's Sophia when we need her?
You know.
It is Wednesday. I mean, we could do a cross.
Last week we were gonna head to Waterdeep.
Pretty close, yeah.
Would have been funny if the 2 parties met.
Would have been funny. Oh, I don't know about this without knowing about it, but we can give it a shot. You guys are level 6, right? Gotta be able to take something,
I don't know if I like the way you said that.
right? Come on. Okay. Well, I
Alright,
just don't know.
back
how-
up. It's cool.
don't-
I got a backup character.
It's always
Alright.
how I feel about it.
Okay. Gotta find the sheet. In the meantime, from out of the depths, you guys hear a bit of a growl. It's low, and it's got sort of like a purring sound to it. There's some scratching as it seems to be climbing the wall. And you guys ready yourselves? As from over the edge, you see a... Really wish I had the sheet there. A couple of black paws come over the edge. Followed by 2 more. So as 4 black paws reach over the edge and lift over a black cat's head. Yeah, this will be fine. You guys got this. A black cat's head, the size of a panther, reaches over the edge. As it lifts itself up, you can see it's got long snake-like things protruding from its shoulders that reach out over top of it and whip over its head.
How old is Norna?
Norna
Picture her
is,
pretty old.
We have more important things than finding out how old the barmaid is, Sora. Look behind you.
A large 6-legged cat creature pulls itself over top and starts to hiss as it looks around.
Why do we keep coming to this place?
This is why we came here.
As it looks around, it finds you guys ready and waiting for it to come up out of the hole. Roll initiative. Whoops, sorry.
Like this one better.
Somebody's gonna come in and ask me a question in just a moment. See? Told you.
Oof.
Alright, you guys roll initiative. I'll be right back.
Trying to find some old grumpy looking animated character, preferably smoking.
Well, she's half based on Mo from the Simpsons.
I saw that and I was like, yeah, but I'm like, copyright. Major copyright. I think we just need to go on Fiverr, pay $5. And get Norna.
He didn't get his tub fixed. Now he's playing with note blocks, and he's like, "Can you tell me everything that goes under note blocks?" I'm like, "No, I can't tell you everything that goes under note blocks. Pretty much everything goes under there." All right. As you guys gather around, people seem to be gathering around to start to cheer you on as you get ready to attack this displacer beast. So would you guys roll for initiative, or do I know this but I can't see it at the moment? 5 and 13. Okay.
Yeah, 5 and 13.
Okay, Gorbert, it is your turn first.
Okay. I'm gonna hide under the table. No. I guess I am going to cast Acid Splash. So I'm gonna pull out my big bronze wrench and I'm gonna swing it at the thing. And it needs to make a dex save of 15.
Okay. It fails. It rolls a 5.
Okay. So it's gonna take 5 acid damage.
All right. So if this it only takes half damage.
Oh, it takes half damage?
Yeah, it seems to move. Even though it failed its save, it still
Mhm.
seemed to push a little bit and still get out of the way a little bit of the acid. So you said how much damage?
5. So it would take what, 2?
Okay.
And then
It's not just so that you know, it's not based on the amount of damage. Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that it was acid, but it seems to be very dexterous.
right. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the bonus action with my Eldritch Cannon for another dex save of 15.
Okay.
Or 10 fire damage.
Okay. This one it saves. When it saves.
I don't know if that's half or none. Hang on a second.
It is none. Oh, because it's not a spell. It's the Eldritch Cannon, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's half or not. If that succeeds its save, does it go half?
It does not. It does not
do half
say.
damage?
No, it doesn't say. So I think it's all or nothing.
Okay. Okay. Nothing. Sorry.
That's cool. And that's it for me.
All right. So After taking a bunch of damage from you, you see it curls down, gets ready in like a pounce position and jumps towards you. It lands on the table next to you and sweeps down with two of its front claw arms for one attack. It rolls a 6. It's a 6.
6 to hit?
Yeah.
No, 6 doesn't hit.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Why not?
it does say half damage on a successful save.
Oh. Well,
it's like the very last sentence. Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever.
It's still okay. So it still saves anyway because of its thing.
It's
thing.
It's a displacer beast.
It's a displacer beast. Yeah, it moves a lot actually. So, it then takes one of those tentacles, reach down over top of it, and slashes at you for a second attack, which it rolls a 10 to hit, which does not hit.
Also a miss.
And that's its turn. So it moved to there.
Sora.
You dodged underneath a chair, rolled under the chair as it slashes down at you. Sora, your turn.
I would like to walk up to it, or not. All right, let me reword that real quick. Well, I guess I don't really want to back away from it. I do want to pivot though. Do I have to worry about bystanders and stuff like that? Is there like anybody over here?
No. The area directly around you has cleared out. As people have
Okay.
sort of like gathered around to sort of cheer you on. They have their shields out to sort of push anything that jumps into the crowd back.
Is that a breath weapon? Because this is.
Oh boy. All right. That's a save, right? Is that a line? Or
It is a cone,
Okay, it's a cone.
I believe.
I believe it is, you're right. And a
Let's see here. It doesn't say the shape.
Okay. Well, what's the deck save? Or what is the save? Or is there a
DC 12.
dex?
Constitution.
Okay. It's an 11.
Sweet. It takes 11 poison damage. I don't get to use that too often because there's usually people.
Green Dragonborn 15-foot cone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay. That was your bonus action. And a little bit of movement. What would you like to do for your action?
For my action, I would like to swivel around to this side. And I really need to get like something a little bit bigger than a dagger, you know? But hold on, wait, did it unequip my it did.
Yeah, it
Okay.
unequipped everybody's everything.
Everything got unequipped last week. Like
Oh.
everything.
Gotcha. I
Don't know
thought
what
you guys were
happened.
talking about like things like were removed from your inventory. Okay.
It like unequipped
That
your
makes a lot
armor
more
and
sense.
everything else.
Oh wow. Okay. Hey, look at that. I got my 1 AC back. Cool. Cool.
Nice.
All right, cool.
All right.
That looks way better. I was like, what the hell? I just swore I had
Alright.
more.
So you're gonna make
All
a
right.
dagger attack.
I'm gonna make a poison dagger attack.
Okay. I know you don't
Well,
have.
no, because that was
you-
a bonus action. Was it a surprise round or was it a bonus action?
Your. It's just a bonus action. Your
Okay.
breath weapon's a bonus action, right? Or is it an action?
I'm pretty sure it's an action.
So that's his racial trait. It's probably an action. Use your action to exhale destructive energy. Yeah, so it's an
Okay.
action.
All right. So that was your action. So you're all set then,
Yes, as an action. Yep.
because you can't use your cunning action to attack unless you attacked with your first one, right?
Yes.
Is that right, Ed?
Yep.
All right.
But I will. There's no real bonus action I really want to take, so I guess I'll equip the poison to my dagger,
Alrighty.
and then I'll move to this spot, and then end of my turn.
Okay. All right. So then it is Gorbert, your turn.
Oh boy.
I'm going to
Big old displacer beast is on top of the table in front of you.
I'm gonna swing my scimitar at it.
All right.
A 9 to hit.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
No,
With,
you don't actually have advantage because you also have disadvantage with melee attacks. So
Oh, okay.
So it just cancels out advantage.
Okay, so it's a 9 to hit.
Oh, that's the beast?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So the beast has avoidance, which means if it is subjected to a saving throw, it will take half damage on a fail and no damage on a save. And it has displacement, which means all melee attacks against it are at disadvantage unless it is unless well, never mind.
Yeah, we gotta figure that part out.
You can figure that part out, yeah.
Taking a 9 doesn't hit.
No, a 9 does not hit.
Okay, so then I'm gonna use my bonus action with my Eldritch Cannon once more.
Alrighty.
So that's a what was that, a dex save? Hang on a second, where is it? Yeah, dex save of 15.
All right. That's 10. So
It's 5 damage, so half of that, so another 2.
Alrighty.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. It is to have you still have your movement.
And I'm not backing up away from this thing. I'm just gonna shield up and.
Alrighty. Hide down behind a chair. Do your shield out. All right. It is the Displacer's Beast's turn. It's gonna reach another attack at you with its claws for a 5.
Gonna crawl inside my bag of holding.
Wow. Okay. It reaches
5's
down.
a miss.
Yeah. It reaches down and slashes at the chair again. Bouncing off the chair and then off your shield with its 2 front arms. One of the tentacles whips around at you, Sora. 19 to hit.
19. Sadly, on this character hits.
Yay! 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 Max damage! 10 damage!
Sophia, where are you?
All right, 10 damage to you, Sora. All right. So, next is Sora. You're up.
Cool. I'm gonna come in with that dagger. Swing in.
All right. So yeah, straight roll 23 to hit. That hits.
Sweet. 17.
Oh yeah, 17.
And then plus
Plus your poison.
poison.
Yep. So it's a 2d8, right?
I have a button for it. I just forgot where it is. I used to have a button for it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 2d8. I just knew I had it somewhere. There we go. 15. Nice, good roll.
Okay.
Almost
so
max.
17 and 15.
Yes.
That
Piercing, sneak,
32,
and poison.
so- Oh no, no, that's not right. 32. 32 points of damage.
Oof. Heck yeah.
All right. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good hit for attack number 1. What would you like to do with your bonus action?
Um. Hmm. Mm, I think I am just going to retip again. Just apply poison to the
All right.
dagger again.
Right. Yep. Okay.
And then yeah. Yep.
Okay. So, uh, Gorbert, you're up. If that's the end of Sora's turn.
I'm going to pull that little Pokeball thing out of my bag and point it right in this thing's face and cast Firebolt.
All right. That roll to hit.
Nice. 26 to hit
That hits.
for 18 fire damage. Right in its kisser.
Yeah. Fire makes it turn and back away. It turns and backs away, but it also hisses at the slash that it just got across its hindquarters from Sora, and it turns and hisses at Sora. Is that the end of your turn, Gorber? What?
Yeah,
you have lots of turn left. Actually, you have bonus action, movement.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action with the Eldritch Cannon again. So that's a DC 15 dex.
21.
21, so no damage.
No damage. All right. The displacer beast dives off the table onto Sora. Sora, I need you to make a dex save.
Critical fail.
The
What a
displacer
6.
beast lands on your chest, knocking you to the floor. It's going to then take 2 attacks, like bite attacks at you with its jaws. It rolls a 22 to hit.
That hits. I'm gonna click yeah, go ahead.
What would you like to do? Or
No,
not?
no,
Okay,
not.
5
'Cause I'm pretty
damage.
sure I can. I just want to clarify. I can declare shield after the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Because it's which you take when you
So
hit. Okay.
You're using a shield or casting shield?
Casting shield.
Well, he's got stone
Stone
shield.
skin.
Stone
Oh,
skin.
stone
Yeah.
skin. Yeah. So that's a reaction. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Either way, that wouldn't help me. So.
Okay. So 5 damage.
Okay.
And then that's an 18 to hit.
Go ahead.
Oh, it
That
hits.
hits. Yeah.
6 damage. I rolled low both times. 1 and a 2.
That is pretty good.
Did you? You didn't cast Stone Skin or Shield or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Don't forget you're sick. We're 6th level, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So you have Uncanny Dodge. You can half your damage using your reaction.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, Uncanny Dodge. You pick it up at 5th level as a rogue.
Oh, there it is.
If you'd
You
like to
can use your
reduce,
you can use your reaction to reduce your damage by half.
so
Oh,
you
that's
can take
very nice.
you can take back 3 if you'd like.
I'm okay. I'll
I
save
would-
it for another tenner.
Okay.
I should have used it on that first
Well,
attack.
you get it on every round. It's a reaction.
Oh.
So
Okay, then yeah, most definitely.
every turn you get an action, bonus action, reaction. So you get to use that reaction every round. But
You can have your 3 from this round, but you can't have the 5 from the first round.
I respect that. Well, thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
With those 2 attacks, it looks up at the crowd and lets like a sort of guttural. It's not really like a. It's sort of like a growl almost. Seems to come from like deep within the throat. It's very low. It's like a low note. And with that, it is Sora, your turn. You have a Displacer Beast on your chest. If you'd like to get up, you are currently grappled and prone. So if you'd like to get the Displacer Beast off you, you need to make a Strength check as your action.
I don't. I will just use Misty. Can I Misty Step from? Yeah, I can Misty Step.
Yep, you can Misty Step.
So I will just Misty Step so that I am basically standing in front of it.
All right, so you just poof poof right up in front of it again.
Hopefully confuse the shit out of it. But yes. And then I'll take that's an action, isn't it?
Misty step 5 feet, like out from under it to in front of it. That's funny.
There's no way I'm doing a strength save against this thing. I have 13 strength. I don't do good with strength stuff.
All right.
It's weird having a weak character and a strong character.
So you Misty Step out in front of the Displacer Beast. It's looking right at you because it looked up from you to roar at the crowd. So now you're standing right in front of it roaring. What would you like to do? Is that an action? Does the escape say that it's an action? I think it is an action, right?
Yes, it should be.
One bonus action.
Oh, that's right. Misty Step is a bonus action spell. Yeah.
Okay. So boom, bonus action. You have your action left and your movement.
I will slash at it.
All right, with the dagger.
19.
19 hits.
That's 13. And then thankfully I used my bonus action last time to tip this thing.
Yep.
For 10 poison.
23 total. Really? Okay.
Oh, that has a constitution save on it. If you want. 14.
Oh, I do want. Never mind.
But it still takes half because it's a save, right?
Good. I'll take those. Left, right. Good. No, you're right. You know, and when you're right, you're right. So.
You're right.
All right. So, Gorbert, you are up. It looks pretty rough.
Okay, I'm gonna raise that big wrench of mine,
Mm.
and I'm gonna swing it at it and cast Scorching Ray.
All right.
Come on, baby. Oh, no, 13's not gonna hit, is it?
Just hits.
Does it? Nice. Okay, so this is 3 rays
Okay.
for 8 damage each.
Holy shit balls. All right. That
So that's 24.
how would you
24
like to do
fire
this?
damage.
You got that one.
This thing, I just want this thing to just like, that like burn, like singe ash, smell the hair, and just
Yeah.
drop to the floor.
As it turns and roars at you, Sora, there's a big cloud of smoke that just appears over its shoulders, and it just starts to, the growl turns into a sort of scream and hiss as it wrenches its body around trying to get away, but it doesn't move fast enough. And the pain overtakes it, and it drops down, laying on the table. And the crowd cheers. As it seems to die. As the crowd like gets in, starts to congratulate you guys on a battle well fought. A small mousy looking guy with very small spectacles that are down on the end of his nose walks up to you with a small pouch and hands each of you a pouch of gold worth 76 gold each. This is the take from the betting that took place. Also, a couple of the clerics come over and give you guys each a cure wounds. What's that? That's 2. Is that 2d8? D8? It's 1d8, right?
So.
2d8.
Cure wounds is 2d8.
It's 2d8 at whatever it is. Anyway, you get 10, 12 hit points each back. And a free drink on the house. It's just an ale, though. There's none of that fancy red stuff tonight. But
I would like to take something from this beast.
from this beast, you are going to give it a harvest.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay. So before it is gathered up and thrown down into the hole, roll a nature check.
Don't fail me now, nature. 18. I'll take it.
All right. So while it is the main body of it is very well burnt, like heavily burned, you're not able to get any real meat or anything from it. You are able to get all 6 of the clawed paws, and the 2 canine teeth from the front, as well as a displacer beast eye. You got 1 eye out of it. You don't know what it'll do, but you have it now. So all that stuff is from a displacer beast, if you'd like to label it. Then a large Goliath comes over and picks up the cat and throws it down into the pit again. There's a pretty long gap between when he throws it and before you hear it hit. at the bottom. Well, they killed it, Dom. They got
Killed
it.
it, Dom.
Gorbert took it out.
I got lucky. I saw that 13 come up, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
It's not wearing any armor, so it's not really hard to hit. It's just bad that you rolled like an 8 the first 2 times. So you guys got a little bit of money. Some people come in to chat with you and congratulate you on a battle well fought. Jernan sends over a couple of beers your way. It's a pretty good night. You guys roll perception checks.
18.
Good. You guys don't even get anything stolen from you while you're out.
Nice.
Good.
I'm gonna say to Sora, I don't know why we keep coming back here. The drinks aren't worth all this aggravation.
Yeah, but we know we can get a fight in and, get our... It's better than paying a gym.
Ah, that's right. Listen to the last boy. You come here for the action. For the rush of the adrenaline in your veins.
It's better than any ale.
Or you could always come to just watch somebody die.
Ooh, we should do
I
that
met-
next time, Gorbert.
Yeah, we should totally do that next time. I'm tired of people watching us die.
You did good, boy.
Maybe next time, Sora. Maybe next time we don't sit so close to the hole.
Isn't there a balcony area on this one?
Yeah, there actually is.
Because there's stairs right here.
Yeah, maybe next time we don't sit so close to
There's-
the hole. We let somebody else have some fun.
Not in the map. There isn't one in the map, but
But
there is a balcony area. 2 of
We'll
them,
sit up there
actually.
next time, Gorbert.
There's 2 more floors up.
Yeah, with our luck, something for the flies will come out of there.
Something that flies out next. No. Roll perception check. One of the veterans died last time from the Onkeg? That was crazy.
Is that?
Great.
All right. So I think you guys all done at the bar and
Yeah, I think so.
make your way home. The 2 weeks is up. The next day you guys believe to be is the day when the party will be. Volo stops by. He says,
Of course he does.
all right, I'm ready to go and pay everybody for the great celebration. Everything is set up, and tomorrow all of the carts will start to fill in, as long as they get their payment today, that is. So 3,000 gold, I believe, is what we arranged on. And you paid that, right?
Yeah, and I'll reluctantly pay it.
He gets very, very happy at the sight of all of the gold.
I'm sure he does.
He takes it and he sets it within a small pouch of holding that he has. To keep it hidden as I bring it over and deliver the funds. I will be back with your receipts.
I'll be waiting.
He leaves and he doesn't return that night. Nobody shows up tomorrow. There is no party.
I
Three
never
thousand
gold.
trusted that guy. I told you we couldn't trust Volo.
everything seems to be on the up and up. You've so far, you've had interactions with the people whom he has talked to. At least he says, I've talked to many of the nobles, and there will be plenty of people coming, as well as a large list of folks from out around town. The word is getting out there. The word is getting out there. There will be a party to remember just tomorrow. But I think that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Cool. So tomorrow night's the big party.
Yeah. Lots of people at the party. All of them of which I am going to have to know.
You wanted to play 2 nights in a row, so you get no time.
And even worse is I have to work tomorrow, so absolutely 0 time.
Oh, you don't have the day off tomorrow like you normally would. Yeah.
It's okay. I do have an idea as to what I'd like to. A lot of the people I'd like to be there.
Sweet. So
And
what
I
do
got
you want to do?
plenty
We
of
got
randos.
we got Tom is painting.
Tom's painting.
Yeah, we got 20 Sides is playing D&D. 20 Sides, I think 20 Sides is actually playing on a tabletop, I think. Hang on a second. Let me see. Yes, they are. They're playing Dragonlance, Rise of the Magistrate.
That's cool. Let's go.
So they're
there.
actually sitting around a tabletop.
If only we could do such things.
If only that was a thing.
Gosh. So
It could
one
be like
of the
a
cool
yearly
things.
event in like Colorado.
Well, here's the thing. What I am working on doing at my abode here in my house is I am working on a D&D room in the basement.
Ooh.
I'm hoping to have it up and running sometime maybe next year. I would like to
Yeah, I know Avalar's working on one too at his house.
looking to run D&D out of the house. At least maybe some running random games for random folks.
Yep.
Um
Cool. Definitely cool.
and then some other cool games and stuff like that. We'll see.
Yeah,
See what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So let's get this raid started.
Agreed.
Go over
agreed.
to 20 Sides to Every Story.
Oh yeah.
Playing some Dragonlance. Thanks for coming out, guy. Brownie, thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits, Brownie.
Tom,
see you
thanks for hanging
guys.
out. Boosted as always. Thanks for coming out.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, see you tomorrow night. Same time. 6 o'clock Eastern. All right, raid away. Catch you guys later. Bye.